Welcome to part 2, everyone, of Health Crisis Season COVID and what I've noticed thus far. So this is part 2. I've noticed the opposite happening with almost everyone as I've been trying to do my very best to adhere to the rules and regulation per the order of the government. I've been followed with weapons. Someone had the actual intent to stab me in public. However, my singing shut them down from the African community. So I've been followed with weapons in hands by others to use it to hurt me and cause physical harm. I've been threatened by others while meeting with a friend that I had not seen for the first time since December of 2018. And my daughter has also been attacked by the African community for reporting child abuse. One moment, please. Let's talk in regards to me reporting child abuse when I see it. You see, once again, I was attacked because someone called in Jamaica on an African community member that gives them advice on what to do. Thanks to someone of whom I stayed with by the name of Claudette, saying she was going to take action by calling CAS in Jamaica because of an abuse that was happening to an African community member child. So my child was attacked due to my connection with Claudette making the phone call in order to get another award from the Jamaican government for being an outstanding Jamaican citizen while living in Canada. So, the African community attacks me and my daughter by using attitude problems in order to say I talk too much, in regards to what they are doing when it comes to child abuse, as this is how they discipline their own children in order to do Kabbalah, or they will make you run. So, they're saying that because Claudette made a phone call in about 2017-2018 on a child that was being abused in Jamaica, and several children being abused in Jamaica from the African community. That's why I'm still going through this abuse in 2022 from the African community. Abuse. I'm gonna kick the door because you're talking too much. I'm gonna tell you to shut up because you're talking too much. I'm gonna force your child to stay in the house instead of going to the park. Why? Because she made it on the volleyball team. So she don't need to go to the park anymore in order to get no exercise, to meet with nobody. Because the Africans rule the volleyball community, because we believe that volleyball came from netball, which is an African sport. That Claudette said she ruled because that's what she played, and the school she went to is the only school that played netball ever. So both you and Claudette are going to be abused by the African community through your daughter, especially when Claudette wins to get your daughter, apparently, especially when Claudette wins to get your daughter. She will see the abuse that she reported in 2017-2018 to the Jamaican authorities by flying in to report it. But yet, we as the African community must let me report certain things that I'm watching for in order to throw the same stone that she threw at me in 2018, April 30th, where June 30th, 2018, in order to prove to the African community that she wasn't the one that made the phone call. Yeah, right. So, several people while getting their hair done. My daughter being attacked by several people while getting their hair done because my daughter got her hair done by one of their own that is no longer in Canada, however planning to come by boat in order to attack my daughter for going to school and joining the volleyball team named Grace. So they're getting their own personal hair done with the use of live focus in order to have me meet demands of Grace of not getting her hair done at the current moment, which is now, because I'm not pulling out her hair because I'm getting my daughter back because them motherfuckers be leaving, them Africans be leaving. So they are not able to use my daughter in order to get their hair done much anymore. They be leaving. So when I'm ready to get the stuff that I need in order to do my daughter's hair, them Africans be gone. So, indeed, it is a fact that I do not need Cherie, of whom got to be a Beyonce once on stage, and she apparently gave them the money to attack me and my daughter over hair because she got the shit. Bye bye, bitch. Not anymore. I'm killing every damn body with my mouth and with the eviction notice to get out of my country called Canada. My child to the hairdresser, as I do have the knowledge and the physical capabilities to get my daughter's hair done on my very own. I know how to do hair extensions. I just don't. I just do not do cornrow extension, as I am still willing to learn to do it the Christian way and not the African way, because there are two versions of it. At the time in 2018 when I went to the hair salon to have her hair done, as a parent, I wanted to take a break from getting my daughter's hair done. I wanted to take a break. And apparently seeing someone else's hair done in a hairstyle that they took from my daughter getting her hair done, it's this back and forth thing once again. It's the back and forth thing. It's a back and forth thing. It's a back and forth thing. It's a back and forth thing with these motherfuckers. It's a back and forth thing. So, it's a back and forth thing, as I said, with these Africans. I took my daughter to the hair salon in order to give myself a break, as I had been doing my daughter's hair a lot that year with hair extensions. But you see, these Africans said, because you got your hair did one time by one of us, we're going to use every strand of hair in order to attack your daughter, as well as you, for only keeping the hairpiece in your hair for 1 month instead of an entire 365 days like I did through another hairdresser, because she did it much better actually. That hairdresser that I paid about what, $60 to, did a much better job in my head than the one they're using to attack me did. So the hair stayed in my hair for an entire year. And I was supposed to do that for the African community that's coming after me? For what? For what? For what? And every single one of you is going to suffer, and every single one of you will get screwed with for doing it to my daughter continuously. Starting with her, Melissa Ryan, the one that buys her videos and puts it on my mother's page in order to say, I got Beyonce's mother to support me and my fake ass acting to prevent us all from going back to South Africa for what you all did to Nelson Mandela, because Melissa Ryan's spring feed was used and she wasn't born yet. So, you see that, bitch, on my mother's page? My mother don't support that, and neither do I. So she will not be getting shit from me. Bye. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.